And welcome on back. This is going to be video number 2 of how to go ahead and do the basically routing from this is probably like one of the few complicated sections of movement in the overworld. So after you finish up the first stage, you exit the town immediately. You have a few things you want to do in this segment. You want to head down toward this path and kind of start going southwest. Once you start going over here, we want to get access to a fast travel location. It's going to be this little patch of kind of open foresty spot right here. We want to go inside here, and then we want to immediately leave. And so we'll get a pop-up saying that we've unlocked fast travel because now we have another location we can fast travel to. So you just button mash through this, and I'll go over how the fast travel works when we actually get to that section. Button mash through all of that, you head westward, and try to avoid the random encounters that pop up. Some of them will be easier to do than others. Sometimes you get stuck in a really bad area, you have no choice but to take a random encounter. Bear in mind this cave location, we will be going back to this later on, but not quite yet. Then so after you cross that bridge there, you just head north, cross this other bridge, keep going north and follow the path, and avoid the random encounter. Then you want to enter into Gebborah Village. So we're going to be doing a couple things in Gebborah Village here. And of course, you always dash to go faster. We'll be getting an item after we get on our second trip back to this town. First thing you want to do is you want to go talk to the blacksmith over here, who will give you a quest to save his wife, who is out trying to gather ingredients, but she's been gone for too long. And he's concerned about her, so you're supposed to save her. In order to get access to her, we will be picking up the bombs, but that'll be at a later step in the run. You also want to talk to this guy, who also has an exclamation mark over his head. He is, I think, like a brother or cousin or something like that to the person who can teach you the down stab ability, which is a very useful ability because it lets you attack straight downwards as you're in the air, and also lets you avoid taking damage from enemies that would normally cause damage because they have like spikes in their head or whatever. You want to talk to this guy, just kind of button mash all the way through. Then I think it is faster to exit town to the right. This is something I actually need to maybe retest at some point. Actually, no, we can do that now. Let's figure out which side is better to go from. So assuming we just talk with him, start the timer. There we go. Don't mind the color, it's based on rando stuff. Okay, so it takes about... Why are there multiple splits still? Okay, but yeah, it takes about 8.5 seconds going in that direction. Let me... why is it not letting me remove segments? Do I need to just close it out? Okay, apparently if it's still technically active, it doesn't let me do anything with that. Okay, so let's just save... Oh, that's not what I wanted to click on. So we'll save those splits so we don't have to worry about like doing the thing again. But yeah, it takes about 8.5 seconds going to the right with that. Oh, and I accidentally activated my spell. Yeah, one of the cool things with this game is that you can technically swap. You basically have 2 attack slots. You have I have mine attacked to the left weapon slot, which you can see on the very top of the window. I have the left one marked to square on my PS5 controller, and the right one marked to circle on mine, because that's just how my brain works. And you can actually swap them any way you like. So if you want to have like the fire spell be on the square button instead, you can absolutely do that. But yeah, it's basically whichever of the 2 attack buttons you have that you're kind of working on. But yeah, so we'll time from going left. I'm assuming this is going to be a lot longer. I know we had quite more path that we traversed through. Okay, yeah, you definitely want to head right when leaving the town, because this is going to be an extra... Oh yeah, I didn't realize it was this much extra time. Wait, that's like twice as long, okay. Alright, so yeah, when you pick up all the quests, you want to just leave right off the screen. And then once you get all those picked up, you want to open up the menu, go to settings, this is where you go to your fast travel. Click on that, and then you'll get to the overall map world. Any spot with the little bird icon is where you can fast travel to. You want to come back down to where we got the open patch in the forest. Then immediately go into that patch again. Then you want to talk to this person right here. Button mash. And then you learn down stab, which you do by simply being in the air, holding down, and pressing the attack button. And one of the nifty things about the down stab ability is that it actually does double damage from what you would normally do. So if you do 8 base damage, you do 16 base damage instead. Dang it. And yeah, if you get a random encounter, it's basically like a little kind of mini stage you just have to kind of navigate through. For the most part, they're relatively simple. Sometimes they can cause issues if they're in like an ice area with ice physics, or a flame area that can cause like a lot of flame damage, stuff like that. For the most part, they're nice and quick and small to get through though. So now we head southwest, avoid the random encounters, and then we enter into Gebborah Pass. So we don't need to do any kind of level ups of any kind yet. Right now, we just kind of keep going through, and you can start trying to attack enemies with the down stab. Not all of them are going to be necessarily one-shot. The mushrooms can be one-shot, so you can get some quick experience with them. Yeah, the slime, you still probably just want to do the stomping on, because that's going to be a lot faster and basically easier. Because for some reason, like, the down stab doesn't always seem to work for me, and I don't know why. Yeah, if you need to slow down to make sure you can actually survive a segment, that is definitely a good thing to do. Once you get to this section, you want to head left. If we were going for, like, strictly pure speed, you would just go right. But here we want to pick up a key that gives us access to the bombs, at least at an earlier point in the game than we would otherwise have. So you just platform all the way here. Make sure you jump to get the key. If you don't get the key manually, you will not pick it up. And that's actually another enemy where you can, like, reflect their attacks. You just basically do that. It actually knocks them back a little bit, too. So some enemies actually just get knocked off a platform like that. You can kind of troll them a little bit. But yeah, now we head over to the right. So kind of pick up any free experience that we can. Yeah, those turtle shell guys, you're not going to do damage to them until, like, basically end game, so they're not really worth thinking about. Yeah, just kind of some basic platforming at this point. And again, always get the checkpoints, because if you die, you would lose a lot of time, and losing time is a bad thing to do in the speedrun. The more you know. Technically, you can kill that green mushroom, so you want to do a quick dash under there to get to the section early, and kind of jump over that little imp there. You could technically attack and kill that green mushroom beforehand, but it doesn't really give enough experience, and you don't have a lot of extra time to do that, so... It's something I kind of started doing when I speedran this, but I realized it wasn't really all that effective. This guy you can either just dash through, or you can slide through. And sliding, like I mentioned, gives you extra iframes, so you can basically take less damage. These guys you can definitely go for the kill on, because this platform here is going to take way too long to actually do anything otherwise. And you do have to duck to survive this section. Run through, get a free kill there. These little fat guys always die from any sword swing, but they're very erratic in the movement, so you can't even guarantee you'll hit them, so you have to be careful with them. Come up here. I think there's a health potion here. Yeah, if you're wounded, you can take this health potion here. It's not too much of a time loss. Unfortunately, this cycle you cannot make under any circumstances, so you can basically get a quick kill on that little guy right there if you want to. Another health right here, but this is a consumable form. If you want to pick up a healing item for potential use later, you can do that. But honestly, you'll get enough random drops from these little blocks. Because these blocks here will also give you a random drop, or potentially give you a random drop when you break them open. They don't always give you something. There's like some kind of percentage chance. But yeah, breaking these, sometimes they'll give you like current health, sometimes they'll give you a consumable, sometimes they'll give you money. They can give you kind of a little bit of anything. And sometimes if you're low on health, it kind of helps to maybe try to jump into a block or two of those. Because the one-tile blocks can be broken up by just jumping upward into it. The other ones require like actual proper attacks to get through. But yeah, it's not a bad way to try to get some health back if you're getting low for whatever reason. Yeah, always watch out for when you get hit by enemies to make sure you're not accidentally like falling into a pit that you weren't planning to. Because again, the worst thing you can do is get hit by an enemy and then fall into a pit and die and lose all your progress from your last checkpoint. So another couple basic long jumps here. You can also just jump right on top of those rocks too. You don't need to worry like about down stabbing them or anything. This is a section I feel like you'll always have some kind of like randomness to when you get to it. As long as you get to the section where this middle pill that's going up and down here, as long as that's going up by the time you get here, you're basically on a good pace for the stage. Otherwise, just keep on going. Don't mind the falling rocks. Just keep on dashing. This one looks scary, but you can easily make this with the extended long jump. You can even keep it going too, especially if you can make this cycle. Yeah, for a decently sized chunk of this game, it's literally just as long as you can keep going fast, you can usually make the cycles. Then yeah, that is the desert there. So that'll be the end of this video. And then tune into the next video where we do the first official dungeon. After I make sure I don't get random. I should probably pause during these sections. Okay, no, let's just take care of this real quick. Yeah, I will say some of these random encounters can be more dangerous than others, so you do want to kind of keep an eye out, but they're usually not so bad. But yeah, so with that, I will see you all in the next video.